Do the Talk podcast. Here at Do the Talk, we teach regular people just like you how to invest in real estate. My name is Ibrahim. I'm the host today, and my co-host here is Ahmed Lawal. Ahmed, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Ibrahim,
Awesome.
and thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you as always. We always ask you for this favor. Please make sure you like and subscribe. This is how the algorithm operates, and this is how we pushed up this content so that so many other people just like yourself can benefit from this. That is the main goal of us. We are not making money from this. We are just doing it solely for you guys, just so you can be informed. Today's topic is something that is very, very common. I struggle myself when I want to buy my first home, Ibrahim. It takes me years to actually nail down everything that I need. I have to keep talking to my realtor for over the years, until we get to the finish and I close it big. So this is one of the biggest part of things that people overlook, right? They just think, okay, I can decide to go and buy a house tomorrow. They don't really think about the down payment of it. They don't really think why it is not so much money. Some people actually need to save to get there. We all know what the economy is saying, right? So Ibrahim, what are the ways where people can navigate this and save up for the down payment?
That's a good one. So there are different methods, different strategy a buyer, especially first-time home buyer, can put in place to get their down payment. But we are going to go through the allowed fund or the acceptable ways where you can save this money, because not all funds are acceptable. Okay, because of in the mortgage world, they want to make sure you are not practicing money laundering just because using real estate to launder money up and down. So there are ways, or the fund has to come in an acceptable way. So what are the acceptable? So I'm talking about something like 401k, something like from your employer, something like your retirement account, somehow like Roth IRA, and also let's say a fund that you receive from the insurance company. Let's say you file a claim and you receive a huge sum of money, or a fund as a gift from family member, and with that family member there's a caveat to that. It has to be a really close family member, like brother, sister, mother, father. You can a friend. It has to be very, very close relation. You have to be able to document a long-term relationship, like maybe from a childhood. And instead of you going through that route, we are here to educate you on who are the acceptable people that can gift you, and or how you can actually come up with that down payment. So what am I saying? You can save your down payment, first of all, by if you are employed, you know how much you need. Let's say you need like 15,000, 10,000, 20,000. This is very subjective, depends on what kind of property you want to buy. We all know that FHA loan is 3.5%. That's the minimum down payment. And to save that, you have to know, okay, let's say a house of 300,000, you do the math, 3.5%, whatever it is, that's what you need to save. And if you know that number, then all you have to do is see how much can you keep aside from your monthly income. And if you know how much it will be, you divide that divided by how much you need. So if it's like 5 months, 10 months, 20 months, 15 months that will take you to get there, that means you have to be saving that particular amount of money every month so you can get to that amount. Okay. Now, for some that has a good job and they have a 401k and they have like 50,000, 40, 80, 100,000 sitting in that 401k, you can choose to tap in from that 401k and withdraw some money. The good thing about 401k is when you are using that money to purchase a home, and you are able to show the documentation that yes, you're actually using this money to purchase a home. First of all, the money is allowed. Second, you have tax-free deduction because you're able to deduct that money tax-free just because it is mortgage related. If you want to take it to buy a boat or you want to use it to go for vacation, you pay tax. You pay 10%. So for mortgage, it is acceptable and it's something you can tap into instead of you saving for that 15 month, 20 month, 30 month, whatever month it will take you. You can easily take money from that 401k, and there is no, I mean, it's allowed. It's acceptable. No matter how much is your down payment, you can take it out from your 401k if you have that amount in your 401k account. Now, what are the other ways? I mentioned gift earlier. Okay, you have a balling sister, uncle, brother, you know, auntie, father, you know.
Balling.
Yes, I mentioned balling because, you know, some people have this extra cash where, you know, they can easily gift you 10,000, gift you 5,000. You know, you have that parent that, you know, they've been working hard, they have extra money they can give out to you. Great. You can get a gift from your dad, particularly your dad, your mom, your sister, your brother. Those are the four that won't give you stress because they are acceptable in all loan types. Conventional, FHA, DSCR, USDA, even VA. First of all, VA, you don't need down payment. But if you have to do VA, you want to put a down payment, a sister can gift you money, a brother can gift you money, your father, your mother. Those four are universally acceptable in all loan types. So, so I mentioned gifts. You can get it from your parents, your brother, your siblings. Okay. Now, another way you can get down payment is by, you know, maybe you have a insurance claim or like what else again, like you have a bonus from work. Let's say, you know, at the end of the year your company is a very great company where they give you like 10,000, 5,000 at the end of the year. You can use that because you can document where the money is coming from. The goal is they want you to have a documentation showing where the money is coming from. Okay, because for example, let's say you have a cash at home sitting in your what do you call it?
Under
the pillow or your lockbox somewhere. That money theoretically is your money. However, if you cannot show how that money got there, because now the money is 10,000, and of course you've been putting like, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You've been putting, you know, money there, but then you cannot really show how the money got there, like, because they need something to show that that money is actually your money. Okay, so in that case, that money might not be acceptable because if you cannot show the bank or the mortgage company, the underwriter, where that money is coming from, that money is deemed to be, you know, unacceptable just because no one can particularly say this is where the money coming from. You know, verbally you telling them it's not enough. They need documentation. So if you can document how you've been saving the journey from start to the end, how you've been saving that money, some underwriter will take it. You just have to document and show that that money, it's not a laundered fund, or it is not you borrowing money from someone to buy a house. Okay. Yes, or a stolen fund. So Ahmed, I've mentioned, you know, like, let's say you just keep money under the bed, or is there any other ways, or do you want to add to this?
So basically, your money that you're using for down payments, because we are talking about how to get to that your down payments, right?
Yes.
It needs to be trackable. It needs to be, there needs to be evidence that back it up.
Yes.
So Ibrahim mentioned earlier gifts. In a situation whereby someone that is giving you a gift is working at Walmart and you say that person gave you 100,000.
That's not reasonable.
It's not reasonable, right? You yourself.
It's possible, but
it's possible. It's very, very possible. People that do all this, they save a lot of money, and you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
But it's just people will question it before they can, except they see documentation. They be like, wow, and you know. But at some point, you need to be reasonable. You need to be trackable.
Yes.
Another thing for me is whenever I need to save up and get something, I just double down on my work. I increase my income.
That's good.
So this can mean, you know, take on part-time job, also extra, you know, take overtime, whatever you need to do, just so you can get to there. Another advantage that we have in this country
Whatever
is
you need to do that is legal.
legal. Yeah. Well, yeah. That I don't do anything illegal, so please don't do anything illegal. Another advantage that we have in this country is tax return.
Sure.
That is another lump sum that always comes to us every year, right?
That's
So you can plan on that. So let's say you've been hustling, you know, bustling, making sure you are saving up legally from the beginning of this year, and you are targeting to get into your home by next year summer, right? That means if you have saved up 9,000 and you know you are going to 15,000, then by, let's say you get your tax return in February, March, you know, that will close the gap for you and you can start the process, and by the time the house is ready, you have your down payment to go. So that is a strategy that I use myself whenever I have something that, because I'm not good at saving. That's me. I'm not good at saving. But when I have a goal, I go all out for my goals. Whenever I want to hit something, I care less about every other thing that's around me. I always laser focus on one thing and I go all in for it. Once I'm done, then I shoot my shot again onto something higher. So if you are just like me, you can operate that way as well. You know, I always tell myself, like, I don't need to cut my spending. I just need to increase my income.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a lavish spender before, so why do I even need to suffer myself more to get to? But what is in my reach is I can increase my income. I know I can do that. I know I can do so many things. You know, and see, to get to that destination, your first home, your second home, your third home, it's not always a very straightforward path. It's always rough, but it's a very rewarding one, like we both know. So you just have to, you know, do what you got to do legally to get there. If that means you hitting 2 times before, you cut it to 1. If that means you're hitting 3 times before, you cut it to 2. If that means, okay, you always home by 5 p.m. and you are driving 2023 Toyota Corolla, why not go do Uber? Why not go do Lyft?
Yeah.
You know, if that whatever you have to do that can increase your income so that you can still live the same way, you can eat the same food, but use your time wisely so that you increase your income and then you can save those extra money. Yeah. Don't just increase your income and you started balling again. No, increase it, save it. Yeah. So that way you cap it where you are, extra that comes in, they redirect them to a certain account. That will be trackable. That will definitely be trackable. So I think that is just for me. Ibrahim already mentioned 401k, already mentioned gifts, and you know some other very good point as well. So if the thing is, if you want it so badly, make sure even if it is just $200 per month. However, it's going to be, at some point, you're going to get there. The only person that is not going to get there is the person that is saving nothing. Because the more your money comes in, it goes out this way, then there's nothing to do. And everybody is buying their house, the comfortability that comes with your house, the investment that comes with your house. Because when you look at it, at some point, you know, that house is going to increase in value. And when it does, you get the money. If you remain in an apartment, I mean, that's not like it's bad, but whenever you are moving home from that apartment, you get nothing back. Yeah. So that's the difference between house and, you know, staying in an apartment. There's other responsibility that comes with owning a house, but it is very rewarding if you can go through the process.
I think that is everything for me alone.
Yeah, thank you. I know you were speaking metaphorically when you said if it means to reduce your feeding to like 2 or 1. I don't actually support
No. Like I said, I'm not reducing my lifestyle, so I like to increase my income rather than cutting down my.
I want you guys to eat eat 3 times daily, normal. What I would say is if you have to go to the restaurant all the time, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You can cut that by cooking at home.
Yeah.
But actually feed yourself properly. What you need to do is try to increase your income, cut the unnecessary spending, which is like buying unnecessary expensive clothing, jewelry, perfume, especially female like hair and all those. Try to be, moderate and intentional with your spending.
Yeah.
If you can do all that, you will get there. Gradually save money. The truth is, of course, there are zero down program out there, but really it's like you are getting yourself into tons of restriction and higher interest rate. I will tell you, if you are the person that you are so budget tight and it will take you maybe 2 to 3 years to save your money, you can do zero down, because by the time you are in that house for maybe 3, 5 years, 6 years, even if you choose to sell or refinance that house, you'll be able to pay back that money that was loaned to you, because that program is actually a loan technically. They tell you it's a zero down, but it's kind of a loan because you have a restriction for a while. Okay, so I don't see that as like free money.
No, it's not.
It's not, because the rate is a little higher. So technically you are paying the money back. Now, it will still work for you if you are someone that it takes you a long time, or it will take you a long time to save the down payment that you need. However, if you are the ones that you're able to, stay focused, or you have lesser responsibility, or you know how to maneuver and make more income, the first shot is to go for a down payment loan. Because a down payment loan, you are actually telling the bank that you have some money, you have some skin in the game, and because of that, they will give you the reasonable
favorable terms.
Yes, that they can give you at that point, based on your credit profile, your job, and everything. So, but you telling them you don't have anything in the whole transaction, and you want the bank or the mortgage company to fund the entire deal, you're just gonna get what they can give you. Okay, so my first option or my first choice is try to save money and do a down payment program. A zero down program is not the best, except in this rare situation where I mentioned, where it will take you for a long time to raise that money. And here I do the talk, we always look at efficiency. We look at the how productive is an idea is. So the idea of you staying 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to save money, it's not the best, because when you do this zero down, the house will appreciate, especially if you buy in a good area. And within that 3 to 5 years, it will save you more money when you do that zero down than you wait until that time to buy, because the price of the house will go up when you are ready in the next 3 or 5 years to buy. Second,
the longer you wait, the more down payments you will need.
And second, if you do that zero down, by the time that time comes, you already have enough equity to cover pushing that amount if you refinance. Okay, because most of them, when you refinance, they want to get that money back. But at least your house has appreciated enough. You have paid down some debts by living in that house. So if you have more questions about this, you have 2 people here that are into real estate. Okay, so Ahmed, that's it for me as well. If they have any question, or how, because this topic can, some people they make money, but they actually don't know how to actually save, because of the responsibilities, because of they feel like some things that they need, something that they want, they are looking at it as need.
No, it's not.
So are you open to somebody just call and randomly, like they just want some advice from you and everything? So how can they reach out to you?
So I usually give people like 15 minutes talk. Just to, someone even called me yesterday and analyze their situation. And I told them, like, right, they were sending me your address. I will go there right now, and I'll be looking at the house. I'll be able to tell you more about your options, what you can do, and all that. So that is an example of what I can do for you. I don't mind sitting down, but if you really want to, like, okay, let's talk, then we might need to be talking about, okay, my time is worth something, so if you don't mind, then I'll be able to see that. But if it's just quick 15 minutes, let's analyze your situation and plan something for you to follow. Why not? Let's do that, because if you can buy, then that is where I get market, and that is where you now you're open to investment. Now you be like, oh, I can do this.
Yes.
Then it started like that, and you buy 1, 2, 3, and we can help you manage it. Ibrahim can help you get it. So definitely, I'm hoping to all those quick calls so that we can schedule something and channel it. And to reach out to me, you can go on my website, aziopn.com, haziopn.com. And if you're watching this on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere you're watching it, YouTube, you can always reach out to us. We will respond to you promptly, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So Ibrahim, if they really want to buy, so let's say, okay, they already save up their down payments, or they are in the middle of setting up, or they are close. Now they want to get the paperwork together and all that. How can they reach out to you?
Yes, that's very easy. Just go to ibrealtors.us. On your phone, just type ibrealtors.us. It will take you to our website. On that website, there's a link to our WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and my phone number is there as well. You can call us, DM me. You can choose to text on WhatsApp. Anything concerning real estate will help you out. We know how things are right there. I mean, in the country right now, the economy is not. There's a lot of uncertainty. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sure a lot of people out there need some guidance on how to even get started, how to even get things in motion. Okay, so give me a call. You can text me, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you.
And this will work for first home buyer and an investment as well. So you can use all those tactics to work to navigate it. Until next time.
Bye bye.